All right, ladies and gentlemen, friends, family, enemies, everybody in between. You're not watching the Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Ellen show. This is The Right Show. What a podcast. And we have a little screen so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. I have visuals so you can listen in or watch it. We do all of the above. I got some cool little logos and things to put on the screen as well. So I want to show you some overlays. That's what these are called. Overlays. Check this one out. What do you think? Bam! Now you got my little notes and logos designed specially by other people. All right, today's episode is going to be a lot of fun. Drake gets droned. Tesla street takeover goes down right in the middle of the avenue. You know how they do. Mark Hamill drops his drawers, and BLM is back at it again during Black History Month. Wow, it has been very interesting. Welcome back, everyone, on YouTube, Facebook, simulcasting, and we have 133 episodes in the bag. That's how many times we have come together for about half an hour to an hour to make each other laugh, cry, and enjoy each other's presence while we still have it. So we have to cherish it. And if you really like the show, you can always leave a tip. You can put a little super chat in the bucket if you're on YouTube, and stars if you're on Facebook. This is a support group for normal people. So if you are a crazy radical on either side, you're not going to like what we do here. We're right down the middle, and we tell the truth whether you want to hear it or not. I want to know right now, where are you from, and what is your favorite women's sport? Okay, for me, girl ball, very fun to watch. Basketball, all the layups and stuff. All right. I want to show you guys a little tidbit of what the last tour date looked like. Montana called me up. They said, "Do you want to come here in February?" I said, "No." They said, "It's for 4-H. The children would like to have you come up for a fundraiser." I said, "All right," because everyone knows I'll do what it takes for the kids to make money for 4-H. Head, hands, health, and heart. The 4-H's. All right. Take a look at the sold out crowd. If only every show could be this energetic. Private event in Columbus, Montana. Columbus, Montana. Who even knew Montana had a Columbus? I accidentally flew to Ohio and then had to backtrack in the rental car. 890 miles later, made it. Okay. Don't trick me next time, Montana. I deserve better. If you want to come see a show, we have so many live. Temecula, Oxnard, Dallas, Edmonton, Austin, Houston, Janesville, Wisconsin, never heard of it, Calgary, Canada, and more, all on k-vaughancomedy.com. And if you don't see a tour date and you want to bring me for your private event, we're going to raise some money. We're going to raise some money for your kids, and that is going to be okay. All right, so with that said, it is time to talk about some stuff going down. There was a Tesla takeover in the middle of the street. Do you know what a street takeover is? That's where someone in like a Hellcat will start doing donuts, and then no one can drive because this guy is showboating. Sometimes the tires, they grip and then launch into the crowd, killing everyone there. Well, this guy tried to do a Tesla street takeover, but what he didn't know is Tesla is so well designed that the Cybertruck doesn't skid out. In fact, the autopilot takes over and it has anti-lock brakes and all kinds of stuff. So he just looked like a moron. Take a look at the Tesla Cybertruck street takeover. Yo, that's still fucking What? An idiot. You can't skid out in those. Each wheel operates independently, and it's just like watching someone trying to drive their refrigerator in circles. It just didn't work. Nice going, dude. Your golf cart didn't even skid. Very anticlimactic, but it is an endorsement for Tesla. I bet Elon is going to be hawking that truck saying, look, it doesn't even skid in the snow or if it's raining or anything. It's a very safe car. So there you go. That was my South African accent. All right, now we're going to go right over here and look at some of these comments. All right. I love this show because you get to be the star as well. Sandy says, hey there. We got people from France going, yeah, yeah, yeah. People noticing I have a new beard. It's getting longer and longer to show I am truly a man, despite what the internet rumors have said. Texas volleyball. Oh, yeah. Now that could be fun. Texas volleyball. Okay. A lot of people liking the volleyball. 4-H is cool. Thank you for saying that. I know they're going to be reading this and they're going to love it. How childish with the Tesla Street takeover. Very funny. And the jacket matches the eyes, or does the shirt? I don't know. That's why I wore 2 shades of blue to try to get it right. Okay, moving right along. See, that's what I'm talking about. You guys get to come on screen as well. No other show does that. You guys know who Mark Hamill is? Mark Hamill was once a hero. He was in Star Wars. We loved him. Then he went radical left because he wanted to keep working, and the acting gigs have been few and far between. He does do a lot of cartoon voices, but Mark Hamill is a little creepy. He has full-blown TDS, Trump derangement syndrome, and for some reason he was at an award show and he had undid his pants earlier that night, and they kept falling down while he was trying to accept one of his fake awards.
So what makes us love cinema so much that we're all gathered here to celebrate tonight? For me, it's that films create worlds so vivid and stories so powerful that we lose ourselves in them completely. They create immersive cinematic landscapes that feel alive, whether they're set here in London or anywhere.
He lost himself in his pantscapes. He's going to lose himself in the music the moment he owned it. Makes me wonder if he was at a P. Diddy party earlier that night. You know, a guy who hates Trump that much and that far on the left probably is up to some pretty weird things in Hollywood. And Mark Hamill, no reason to lose your pants next time you accept an award. Kids, if you see Mark Hamill coming, make sure his belt is notched over. If not, it's coming down. You better head for the hills. That's the way these Hollywood weirdos do it. All right. Now, BLM. We all know BLM. It stands for Buy Large Mansions and Burn, Loot, Murder. BLM is kind of like the group that was a fundraiser for Democrats, but they kind of preyed on your natural want to help people who seem less than. So they kept telling you this group is less than. But we've seen so many great examples of successful people of all ethnicities. America doesn't really care what color you are. If you have value in the marketplace, you can be rich. Just ask LeBron, Lil Wayne, Kendrick Lamar. You got Kanye. You know, all different thoughts, points of view. They don't agree with anything politically, but they can all do it. Now, I just named artists and famous people because that's who we know. But go ahead and switch it out. Bankers, lawyers, Wall Street investors, inventors, people who are behind the scenes, people who are in front of the scenes, CEOs of major companies, Thomas Sowell, of course, Candace Owens. The skin color means nothing. In fact, if you're Candace Owens, I would say her skin color helped her because she doesn't peddle the same stuff everyone else is. And if you're saying something different, you're going to be a success in America. With that said, they keep demanding we have a whole month for one skin color. No other skin color gets their own month. BLM and African Americans, and which I don't think that, you know, Elon Musk is an African American, but that's not what they mean. They want a skin color month where they represent the whole month of February is given to one skin color. And so this is the top video circulating right now during Black History Month. Not a great endorsement. Check it out. Wow. Likes. So folks, it doesn't have to be like that. This is supposed to not be the #1 video. You would hope the #1 video during Black History Month would be Thomas Sowell teaching everyone that all races have poverty, all races have wealth, and everything in between. Or maybe, Candace Owens speaking from a different point of view. But instead, the #1 video during Black History Month is that road rage video and the crip walking of Serena Williams, whose family was actually killed by a crip, and none other than Kendrick Lamar, who started off February wishing death upon his enemies and calling Kendrick calling Drake a minor. That's a pedophile joke where he says, I know you like them young. How you gonna be in cell block 1? So he's pushing a gang culture, beef culture, prison culture, and calling his enemies PDFs. And that's how we kicked off Black History Month. So we're going to catch up in the comments and see what you think about all of that. Democrats like to keep them angry. Can't argue with that. ARM, all races matter. Thank you, Corey. That is a very nice sentiment. Michelle says, I caught your live. Finally. Yes, you did. And I hope this group and this classy lady don't come and hit my mirror, my car. Because if you notice, that wasn't even in America. This is happening all over the world. So we got to make sure. Now, I do have to give a quick shout out to Jesus is King. And that's why you get your shout out, because you threw a tip in the bucket, $20 just for this show. Thank you. Very kind of you. That's going to go to a good cause. My dog, Reno, has just turned 6. He's going to get some new bones that say happy birthday and a large rope to tug because his mouth, gets pretty close. So I want the rope to be at least 4 feet long. None of this, 7-inch, 8-inch thing. I'm not doing that anymore. Okay. Moving right along. You guys know Drake. Drake is currently in a beef battle, more like a soy battle with Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick is 5'2", weighs all of 138 pounds. Unless he puts on the bell bottoms, then he's 160. Drake is a soft-spoken gentleman, multi-millionaire, maybe close to a billionaire in about 5 years if his money doubles in the S&P 500, which is where I recommend a lot of people put their investment. So anyways, Drake is in Australia, just avoiding the Kendrick Lamar issues, the Super Bowl, everything. And he's selling out shows all over Australia. So don't feel bad for this internal fighting because he's making over $1 million a night and he's been out there for over a week. So you do the math, $7-8 million later. We could only wish we could be so put upon with our skin color and everything, which is so hard. So with that said, this video is going viral. Drake has been droned. They gave him this penthouse suite, which has a wide open patio view of the whole country. He's so high up, he can see all of Australia. The problem is people knew he was there and they flew a drone to go see Drake. That's why I say Drake got droned. For Drake's sakes, take a look. Wow. And isn't that frightening? Now, first of all, let's just talk about how Drake threw that sandal. Okay. He could not be a Latina with that. A Latina would take 2 sandals and whoosh, the drone would come down. Even once it got out into space, the chancla go and they just chunk a chancla. And that's how they bring the things down. So I guess Latina women are watching going, he ain't like us. He ain't like us. Yo, they ain't like us. Drake ain't like us. With that said, that is the future. People are going to be spying on you with drones. Now, right now, a drone is, is about this big, coming. You can get one that's, about 8-10 inches wide. But eventually there's going to be a thing called micro drones. That's where they're the size of a matchbook. They come flying in and they're almost silent because the little wings, and they can come in and they could be watching everything you're doing. Imagine a micro drone flies in through your vent, comes into your bedroom. Now they know what you're up to. So the future is going to be crazy. You're going to need to have drone jammers all through your house. So while we can laugh at Drake for throwing his chancla, like a not even like a Latina woman who would knock it down. He threw it like, just like a Drake would, a Canadian man like Justin Trudeau. That's how he would throw a chancla. The point is, we can laugh at that, but just know it's kind of scary because someone is invading his privacy if it wasn't set up. And the future for all of us is people flying drones into your house, watching what you're eating, into the bathroom, and we are going to be all under surveillance in about 10 years, guaranteed. So we're going to need jammers around the house. You come home, you push the lock button, and any drone that's in there falls to the ground because it wipes out the Wi-Fi and all that other signal stuff. That's what's going to be coming to a neighborhood and a gated community near you. All right, that is the end of those news stories, but I love to end the show with a laugh. Let's see if you guys said anything funny in the comments. Got some thumbs up. I wonder if Drake thought that drone was a Kendrick drone. Just like, oh no, they're not like us. They're not like us. Drones are going to be used for the next bacterial pandemic. Didn't think of that. Yeah, drone comes in, hits you in the neck. Now you've got whatever. And then drones are going to be used to vaccinate you too. You're going to have to just sit home and drone home. Omni is going to keep those shades pulled. I love it. And Janet just didn't even leave a comment. Sometimes it's no comment, and that's what you need to leave. All right, with that said, I love to end with a comedy clip. We need to end this show every day laughing and having a good time. So let's take a look right here at one of the last comedy clips that I posted. And every Monday I post a new one, so be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a single Monday of laughter. Take a look. No dividers. You go to a football game, monster truck rally, an NFL game, any kind of sporting event, rodeo. You go in the men's bathroom, ladies, you're not going to believe it. They just have a horse trough for us. We have to line up at a horse trough like a bunch of barn animals. Now we got to whip it out in front of strangers we don't know. And now we're all peeing in a single file line. It's a lot of pressure because we don't know these guys. We got to look at our own thing at all times. But you got to look out of your corner eye and make sure no one's looking at yours. That's hard. You got to do it quick. If they catch you, they think you're looking at theirs. What the hell's going on in here? There's a lot of trouble in the bathroom. I think pants should come with a little divider, a little flap right here, just a little. I'm going to invent those. I'll put it on Shark Tank. Hi, sharks. I have a new invention. Tired of going to the bathroom with no dividers? Not anymore. The DeLorean of pants. Built-in dividers. Just lift it up, and there's your privacy. That's okay. How do they work? Well, they come in small, medium, and black. There you go. Those pants coming in small, medium, and black. They're not like us. They're not like us. All right, with that said, thank you for tuning in. I think we had a lot of laughs. We like to wake America up with laughter. We like to make sure to bring comedy to every scenario. So if you're just tuning in, you got in a little late, let me tell you where I'm going to be next. Temecula, Oxnard, Dallas, Edmonton, Canada, Austin, Bastrop, Texas, Houston, Las Vegas, Janesville, Wisconsin, Calgary, Phoenix, Arizona, and San Diego, plus private events all mixed in. If you have a private event, just hit me up on my website, caveoncomedy.com, or DM on Instagram, and I will bring a comedy show to you because everyone with 30 people or more deserves a private comedy event. We can't just wait for a comedy club to bring me. You have the power in your pants. You pull out your phone and book your favorite comedian. All right, let's check up a few comments here. What we do is when the show ends, we can still pop your comments up on the screen. So you are going to have those come up. Look for yours. It's going to be there as soon as this finishes. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next week with more updates from the news you need to know about. Peace.